Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is LORENAAGUIRRE and I post here on YouTube every Monday and Saturday. But as you guys have seen in the video, I am dedicating this video to Montage nail supplies. I am so happy and so excited to tell you guys Montage is actually having a grand opening this April 1st. So if you guys are anywhere in California, make sure to see where it is located. I'm going to go ahead and put the directions down below, or the address I mean, and so you guys are able to see, just to see how far it is and see if you guys want to come and make the drive. You guys, this is the most beautiful nail salon or nail supply store I have ever seen in my life. Their nail supply store came out so beautiful. The ambassadors were able to go and check it out just this week. And you guys, if you guys hadn't seen my story, oh my gosh, the videos didn't even do it justice. The walls, the way they lit up and things like that, everything is so beautiful and it's coming along so pretty. How much hard work you could tell they put into this business. I have been buying from Montage ever since I was a beginner nail tech. So it's been over 7 years that they have been in business. The mom would run the business all by herself at the beginning. And I would always go in there. And I was new to doing nails. My beauty school was right down the street from her nail supply store. And with that being said, I ended up actually going there. And the mom would help me shop. And then eventually, as time would come, the daughter started to work there. Cousins started to work there. And just to see the family all invested into their nail supply store and helping them along their way and along their journey, you guys, I just feel so honored and blessed that they chose me to be one of their ambassadors, because working with this family, I just feel a part of their family now too. And I cannot be any more happy for them, you guys. When I had seen their business and they invited us to it, I literally just wanted to cry. They are such an inspiration. Their business is just so beautiful. I hope you guys all go and check it out April 1st. Make sure to make the time to drive out there and check it out. It is right off the freeway, so if you guys haven't ever been to Montage before, or if you have, Montage, you kind of, from the freeway, you do have to drive a little bit into town, but this one is literally off the freeway. You could see it right from the freeway. So if you guys are ever on the way to Vegas from LA area or anything like that, make sure to stop by, say hello, and let them know if you guys came from my YouTube channel. They love to hear where you guys come from, and yeah. I am thinking of doing a giveaway, so stay tuned on my Instagram. So please stay tuned for that. I am trying to see what I could do for you guys, just because I know some of you guys have actually bought from them. And you guys, honestly, if any of you guys use my discount code for them, I just want to say thank you so much. And thank you for trusting me in trying out their products, because their products are truly amazing. I do kind of want to talk a little bit what they do end up having in stores. So you guys are able to shop so many different items that they have. Any nail trends, typically they always carry all of the nail trends. So you're able to buy it all there without having to pay for shipping and all that jazz. So if you guys are able to go in their store, I highly recommend checking it out, especially if you are in need of stocking up. And I know, and anybody who has followed me, if you guys know, I do have some of my favorites. I'm going to go ahead and talk about those in just a sec. But some of the things that they have transfer foils, they have crystals, they have nail art brushes, drill bits, the sanitization things that you need, storage containers, nail art brushes, tip cutters. They have so many different, so many different things. Even nail tips too. They have a very wide variety of different nail tips, the curved ones, C curve, no C curve. They have a ton, you guys, so I highly recommend going and stopping by and checking it out. You guys will be amazed. If you guys do end up checking it out, please be sure to tag me. I like to see how many of you guys ended up going, if you guys see it on the video. So I am going to be there as well. I don't know how long I'm staying so far, but you guys, I am going to be there. So if you guys want to say hello, please don't be shy. I know in person I'm a little bit more shy than I am on YouTube. So please, I hope no one takes it the wrong way if I'm a little bit timid or anything like that. It's just sometimes, I don't know, I feel like seeing people in public is so much different than online, you know what I mean? So I do hope you guys do come out, and please don't be afraid to say hi. Because I would love to meet any of my followers or anything like that. So stay tuned on my Instagram, just because I will be actually kind of posting on there when I am going to be going and the time that I am leaving. But you guys, in this video, I am using Pink Haven, and then I am using Melon too. Melon is a beautiful, just a beautiful melon color, like the inside of a green melon. That's exactly what this looks like. It is a very, very pretty color. I had went in there they were doing a thing just for the ambassadors, and I did end up going, and I ended up seeing some things that I did like. I am trying to get my stuff all together for spring and make sure that my clients have all the colors that they would want. So any of the stuff that I do feel like that would be in trend this year, I do try to pick up. I do need to stock up a little bit more on my butterflies, so when I do end up going for the actual grand opening, where I will see you guys, I will actually be stocking up on some of the other items that I do need for work as well. So I might be shopping a little bit. So, and you guys, something that I do want to mention, if you guys did like the DAPPEN dish that I showed you at the very beginning of the video, the one that I am using right here, I highly recommend to get there as early as you can, because I know when I bought mine, when I had went for the ambassadors, I did end up actually seeing only 4 there, and I ended up buying mine, so there is only 3 left. So definitely make sure to get there early if this DAPPEN dish is something that you are going to want to get. And then this brush right here, I did also get from Montage. I don't know if they're going to be carrying this now, just because they do have their own line of brushes. But this brush I did end up picking up like a year ago. And honestly, the brushes that I have gotten from them, they are very good quality brushes. But yeah, so I did want to tell you guys what were some of my favorites from them. So my client acrylic favorites that they absolutely love from Montage, that I continue to have to restock my cabinets with, is Desert Rose and Desert Peach. Desert Peach is more of that peachy color, but Desert Rose is one that you are actually able to ombre with anything. Any color looks really, really good with doing an ombre with that. I highly recommend getting that. If you were to get any, I highly recommend that. And I definitely recommend getting Milk White. Milk White is the bomb. I ended up actually having to buy a very big container of that, just because I was going through it so fast. I ended up buying the 2-ounce jars, and I kept repurchasing and repurchasing, and by the 4th time I was like, you know what, it is more cost effective if I end up getting the big one. So I ended up going ahead and getting the big one. But so yeah, so those are my staple acrylics. If I had to choose 3, definitely those are my top 3 from them. Oh wait, I do love their crystal clear too. If you guys are trying to find a nice clear that doesn't get a whole bunch of bubbles and all like murky looking and things like that, where you're able to do like just that clear crystal nail, I definitely recommend checking out their clear acrylic too. And their monomer, you guys know I actually just switched to their monomer. For a long time I was using another brand, but I love their monomer. I feel like it goes hand in hand with a lot of different acrylics, but it is not recommended to use with different acrylics. A lot of brands, they do recommend you use their brand with their brand and things like that, but I do really love their monomer. Their monomer works really well. And their brush cleaner, you guys, their brush cleaner is the bomb. There's times where I am just so lazy once I get done with working and things like that, and I kind of just end up throwing my brushes in their little bin, and I just call it a day. I don't end up cleaning them out. And say the next day I do have clients early and I don't have a chance to clean out those brushes. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, my brush needs to be cleaned out. So I'll go ahead and throw it in to the brush cleaner, and seconds later it is clean. So definitely recommend that. Definitely recommend their resin, their tips, and their nail glue. Their nail glue, I do want to let you guys know, if you guys are a beginner nail tech, you might not like it, but if you guys have been, or if you guys are someone that have been doing nails for a little while now, you guys might really enjoy using this. But the reason why I say might is just because the glue dries extremely fast. I did end up switching my glue, and I was using the KDS glue, and you guys, I felt like that added on so much time when I was gluing tips down, and I didn't even realize how much time it was adding until I ended up switching back over to Montage's nail glue. And when I did that, I was like, oh my gosh, this nail glue dries extremely quick. As soon as you put it down, it's stuck. So honestly, you guys, if you guys haven't checked out Montage's nail glue, definitely recommend that. And their resin for charms and things like that, I love to apply that and put it straight over acrylic and then top coat around it. Top coating around it just does it wonders. I feel like the look of it looks a lot better, and it just gives a little bit more security. Um, if the client ends up like kind of has like, say if you end up gluing them down and you don't glue them completely all the way down and then they end up catching on the hair and things like that, top coating around it just ends up making it nice and seamless so the stones don't end up grabbing and things like that. So if you guys haven't tried any of those things already, I highly recommend to do so. I love them. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to go ahead and buff out these nails, buff out all those scratches, just because I am going to be doing a quartz type of nail, a rose quartz nail. But please comment down below if you guys do plan on making it out, just because I would love to see you guys. Alright, you guys, now I am going to go ahead and put a matte top coat on these nails. And I do want to mention, you guys, that for this video I did end up using everything Montage. The only thing that I didn't use from Montage was actually you guys will see me put a nude over the white, and the white and the nude, those were the only things that weren't Montage. Montage does not have their gel line yet, but I'm sure, I haven't asked, but I'm sure that is something that will be in the works in the future. Another thing that I do want to mention is that Montage, they are going to be starting to offer classes there at Montage Nail Supply. So definitely recommend to follow them on Instagram, just because they do show a lot of other ambassadors' work or other people who were inspired and they ended up doing work or created things with their products. So if you guys want a one-stop shop for like nail art stuff, I highly recommend to go and check it out. They have a ton of stuff. So now with these quartz nails, I did want to get my 3D art brush from Montage, and I'm just going to go ahead and dip it in there and do a very thin kind of smoothing out the paint, and just like so. And I'm going to go ahead and do that to the other nails. I did end up applying that matte top coat before doing this, but just because I wanted to make sure that the lines didn't skip on the acrylic. I do feel like I noticed when I designed straight over colored acrylic the application is a lot different. I feel like it goes on a lot smoother when there is a matte top coat on it. And so I'm going to go ahead and randomly just put wherever I feel like might need that paint. And now I'm going to go ahead and put it into the light for 30 seconds. Alright, now that that is out and cured, I'm going to go ahead and get ARIEL from APRES, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply a layer of this on there. And you can see that it kind of mutes it and makes it a little bit more dainty and not so harsh. And I'm going to go ahead and apply a very thin layer of that. And doing that and then adding another line on top, it just really adds dimension and not makes it look so stark white. Giving it that dimension kind of just gives it more of that realistic quartz type of look. I'm going to go ahead and wipe the sides, and I'm going to go ahead and put it into the lamp for another 30 seconds. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of the light, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting some other lines, but crossing them in other directions. Overlapping them is totally fine. It's not going to mess up the design. And when I do the line, it does not have to be consistent all the way down. That is not a big deal. And I am not going to be wiping that dispersion layer off, just because I do feel like it gives it a little bit more detail to it. And I'm just going to go ahead and take that brush and keep on going over some of the lines just to kind of break them up a little bit, and it gives more of that realistic look. The more you play with it, the more you will kind of see what you like. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and pop that into the light another time, and that's going to go ahead and go for another 30 seconds. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this liner brush, and I'm going to go ahead and load my brush and get it ready while it was still in the light. And I'm just going to go ahead and make very, very faint fraction line or fracture lines. You can make a whole bunch or you can make a little bit. This is definitely personal preference and what you want to do with your nails. I do feel like adding more and more lines, I do feel like it gives it more dimension. It gives kind of more of that more realistic look to it. So don't be afraid of adding too many, just because I feel like with this, the more details it gets, the more real it gets. I'm going to go ahead and put that into the light for another 30 seconds. Alright, you guys, I did end up putting a matte over this, but I didn't end up liking the way it looks, so I'm actually going to be changing it and putting the gloss top coat on here. And I'm just going to go ahead and go over all of the nails in gloss top coat. And you guys could see just doing those little fracture lines in there, I feel like it gave it such a beautiful, beautiful look. Alright guys, And I'm going to go ahead and wipe the sides of the nails, making sure that the shaping stays intact, and go ahead and put that in for another 30 seconds. Alright, last minute I did end up deciding to add some gold foil, and I'm just going to go ahead and get my liner brush, and I am actually just going to go ahead and do another kind of like mimicking the fracture lines, because I do want it to be nice and dainty, and I am just going to go ahead and get these gold foils so I could go ahead and apply them. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and pick them up with some tweezers and press it down over the nail, and then try to just stick it to wherever that foil glue is. And then I am just going to go ahead and go in with my fingers and just try to pull away any of the extra gold leaf. And then after, I'm going to go ahead and scrape off the rest with the tweezers, and then I'll go ahead and kind of where I want it. And then I'm going to go ahead and
the top coat I did end up doing off
you guys know, this is the one that I love for my charms. Normally I do like to get my top coat and top coat around it, but in this case I did end up deciding to apply this at like last minute, you know. So I am going to go ahead and stick that on. This charm was kind of on the heavier side. I do feel like I should have applied the glue straight to the nail and not on the back of the charm. I do feel like it would adhere a lot faster. Alright you guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you guys April 1st. So make sure to comment down below if you guys would like to go. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll be back with more videos. Bye!